morning to you. We are beginning off the top with breaking news after a mid-air collision. The search for victims continues after a plane and helicopter collided near Washington, D.C. We know at least 12 bodies have been recovered during the search and rescue operation.
We want to go live now to the D.C. area. You can see a number of first responders there on the scene. Crews still working as numerous emergency vehicles line up near the Potomac River for the search and rescue efforts. There were several developments overnight. We're learning more about who was on the plane last night. NBC 5's Lisa Chavarria joins us now from our control center following that story. Lisa?
Well, Evrod and Michelle, we are learning now from Russian state media about who was on board that flight. They are confirming this morning that former world champion Russian skaters and now coaches Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Numov were on board that flight. Now, this pair won the world championships in Paris back in 1994. NBC Washington is confirming through two sources who are a part.
And we begin this half hour with that breaking news from the Washington, D.C. area. And right now, rescue crews are searching for victims in the Potomac River after a plane and helicopter collided. This happened last night near Reagan Washington National Airport.
Let's take a live look right now as first responders are anxiously awaiting daylight to help them in their search for survivors. NBC 5's Lisa Chavarria joins us now from our control center following this story for us. And Lisa, do we know if there are any survivors?
It's a great question, Evrod and Michelle. And at this point, officials in Washington, D.C. are not confirming those specific numbers. What we are learning, this is according to NBC Washington, with two sources who are familiar with this search and rescue effort, that at least a dozen bodies have been recovered, although this is still being called a search and rescue effort. We want you to take a look